Hello, so this is my video commentary for the planning process of my CIT 3000. So basically what I would like to do is try and focus in on animation techniques, basically for a Year 10 class. The reason for this is I've had a look through my subject knowledge audit file and I've identified the fact that I don't know a lot about Flash and the different types of animation techniques out there. So what I would like to do is try and fit a lesson in and around that style from the national curriculum. So basically what I've done is I've decided to strip it right down and start at basics. Speaking from experience, I have taught Year 10s for a number of weeks now and it's quite a low ability class and it's hard to get them to do a piece of work that is aimed at a very high level. So what I like to do is have the class working at a low level but differentiate for the gifted and talented students and offer them a higher level of working for their needs. So what I want to do is show the importance of planning whenever planning an animation technique. So the idea is that after the 3 lessons that I want to teach, then the pupils will be able to progress and start to use the different techniques and elements of perhaps the Adobe software Flash. But first of all, what I want to do is just teach them the importance of planning. So I'm going to develop a storyboard scenario for the pupils to use and show them how to build an animation technique on paper. One of the reasons as well for this was to show that not all ICT work has to be carried out using a computer. I would like them to perhaps use sheets of paper as well, pencils, pens, not just use the computer all the time. As well for this, I would like to develop a starter and a plenary to go along with these different elements of my lesson. So what I have got planned to do is create a word search starter which will show the different animation techniques, keywords and terminology for that unit. I would actually like to plan to have the starter to coincide with my first learning objective. The reason for this is knowing the different terminology from animation is very, very important, and I would like the students to get that as soon as they come in the classroom. So they're going to get this starter of a word search, and after they've completed that, immediately they will have completed the first learning objective. And I believe that from a starter, if the children can achieve the first learning objective from the very beginning of the lesson, it gives everybody a sense of achievement. And if you can tell them, yes, look, we have covered the first learning objective and we've not even begun the lesson yet, it'll give them a real sense of empowerment and control over their learning and achievement for the learning. It'll set them up for the rest of the lesson. I believe this, and I'm trying to put it into practice at the moment, and I'd like to put it into practice in my CIT 3000 mini lesson, and it'll be quite interesting to see if this has worked. So I've got loads of other things planned as well for the lesson. I would like to do a plenary that includes the Kagan technique of think, pair, share. I've used this quite a lot in the lessons I have been teaching, and the pupils seem to enjoy it because they get the chance at the end of the lesson to talk to each other. It also stops the kids from feeling frightened if they need to answer a question and perhaps get a little bit embarrassed. What they can do is get some peer assessment and some feedback from each other before they develop their answer and share it with the rest of the class. So I'm really looking forward to taking this lesson and seeing how it goes on animation techniques.